Good stuff.
Hello.
We're live.
We're here. I'm tired.
We're barely alive.
Yeah.
That's not true. I'm a little tired.
The other day, or actually not even the other day, like 30 minutes ago, I had an existential crisis.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing with that?
I'm gonna die one day. That was basically the crisis. Like, shit, you can't beat the inevitable.
Do you care?
I feel like before I die, I want to do a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, to me, the way that I see death is that I'm racing it. And so the race is, can I get all the stuff I want to get done before I die?
Facts. It's kind of where I'm at the moment. Yeah, it's weird, dude. Just thinking about it is weird. Just thinking about death is weird.
I feel like it's healthy.
No, for sure. I mean, you have to come to terms with it because of the fact that it's gonna happen regardless.
Well, here's the thing, dude. We trivialize death. Like, a lot. Like, I was just watching Scream Queens, which is a hilarious show, by the way. The show's great. And, like, there's, probably 7 deaths in the first episode? 1, 2. And they're, like, graphic. Like, a chick gets, like, Ariana Grande gets stabbed through the neck.
What?
Yeah. Like, Nick Jonas gets his throat slit. But it's, like, hilarious. Like, you laugh at it. Like, a girl gets her head run over by a lawnmower. And, like, you're laughing at it. It's... Because it's done... And, like... It's... But, like... When you watch it, it's hilarious. And then, but when you think about it, you're like... Holy shit. Like, this is, you know...
That is pretty cool.
We trivialize it, though. Because it doesn't... Bro, when you die in Grand Theft Auto, you immediately come back.
Yeah.
When you die and call it the same thing, like, it doesn't mean anything to us. And so when we actually think about, like, no, we're going, like, there is no respawn, like, that's when people are like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the crazy part. There is no respawn that we know of.
Well, and...
I mean, unless you believe in reincarnation and all that.
Or the afterlife, which, like, maybe.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to me, it's like, what kind of got me over it is, like, listen, I'm going to do as much as I can before I die.
Yeah.
Because, and this is partly about suicide too, but I kind of realized that, like, you can die at any time, yes, but also you can die at any time. Like, at any point, you can be like, story's over.
Uh-huh.
And so that kind of gave me, like, it felt like I had more power to, like...
Bro, you can get into a horrific accident anytime you get into the car.
Yeah.
Life is so fragile.
Right, and, like, most likely you won't, but just, like, take care of yourself and give yourself, like... Just make sure... My only thing is, like, I don't want to regret anything. I don't want to, like... Like, I don't want to wake up either on my deathbed or anything like that, or I don't want to wake up and all of a sudden shit be like, man, I wish I would have.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear, is I wish I would have.
That's true.
Yeah, that's really the only thing that scares me, is, like...
Yep.
I never want to have to say that I wish I would have, I wish I had time, I don't want to wish anything.
That's why we're going to get our shit done before we die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got to, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't do it afterwards.
Nope.
That's kind of the way I see it. It's like, well, I can't do it after I die, so I might as well get as much as I can done now.
Especially now that we're young. I mean, we got a good another 20-something years left in us of, you know, just going in.
Well, my thing is, like, let's make it to milestones. Like, we made it to 25. Now let's make it to 30.
Yeah.
Let's make it to...
Bro, I'm at 27 now.
I'm at 26. Yo, it hit me the other day how old we're getting, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not saying, oh, shit, I'm that old guy now, but, like...
Like, it really hit me, because I was talking about going somewhere, and I was like, I'm almost 30 years old.
Right?
Like, it kind of hit me, and I was like, I really gotta get my shit together.
Yeah, same. I get like that a lot.
That's why I don't like sleeping, bro, for real. It's like, because when I sleep, when I'm trying to sleep, I feel like I should be doing something. Even if it's like, and maybe it's
you're stressing yourself out doing that, man. You don't have to.
Oh, I'm super stressed, like, all the time. I think that's one thing that people don't really get, is like,
maybe that's where the nightmares come from, is from the stress.
No, probably.
100%, because I used to get nightmares all the time when I was stressed out.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot recently. Well, like today, well, I was really stressed last night because I had to take Lucy to the vet so she could have her surgery, and I was like fucking nervous all night, and then I was nervous all day today. So like, but the thing is, like, I'm good at compartmentalizing things. So like, I dropped her off, and I was like, okay, well, that's it. Like, I can't do anything else now.
Yeah.
And so when I got the call, they're like, hey, she's great. She's fine. You can come pick her up whenever you're ready. All right, cool. And the only thing, like, I was a little nervous when I picked her up because she was like, she was out of here, man.
She was out of it.
Oh, dude, like because like, you know how like have you ever seen me like pick her up and carry her?
Yes.
She like kind of claws onto your back. She'll like hold on to you, and she didn't do that. She was just like
laying
and so
there.
I was like, you good? And I like looked at her, and her eyes were like kind of going all over the place, and she was like heavy, like dense. I was like,
okay,
oh, that's weird. And then like I took her home, like when we started riding in the car, like she got some fresh air and rolled the windows down. She kind of woke up a little bit, and she was like it was funny because like she looked at me. I had got something in my eye, dude. But she looked at me when I was taking her home from the vet, and she was just like kind of out of it, like okay. And then like when we were in the car, she looked at me like, "Oh shit, you're here too?" And then when we got home, she's like, "Oh hey man." Like I gave her some food, and like because I couldn't feed her because she had the surgery, so I gave her some food afterwards, and she kind of like perked up a little bit, and like her eyes went from like kind of dull to like being like more and more shiny. I was like, okay, cool, she's good.
She's back.
She's on her way back. Like
yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It was kind of crazy.
Well,
like,
I'm glad she's good.
Yeah, because I put her down, bro, and she like kind of like slumped over to one side. I was like, oh shit. Like whatever they're
That's
giving
what the drugs
man.
do, man.
And like the thing is,
off
like,
that lean.
I can't explain it to her. I can't explain like, listen, you're about to be fucked up for the next 24 to 46 to 36 hours. Like, but I think once she like goes to sleep tonight and wakes up tomorrow, she'll be fine.
Word.
But no, like the things out of her mouth, they're testing it now. I think it's probably benign, but I mean, if it was cancer, then we got it. Hopefully.
True.
You know. But yeah, so when I left her to come here, like she was good. I was like, okay, yeah, we got you. You'll be fine.
DC lost.
DC. Yo, so my friend is a boxing fan, and he was like, man, they gotta do something about those eye pokes. Why don't they wear closed gloves or something? What do UFC fighters use their fingers for anyway? Like, grappling.
Yeah.
You'd immediately ruin the sport if you give them boxing gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, within moments, like.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, like, have you seen old Pride gloves, like Pride FC gloves?
I think so.
Check this out. I'm gonna show you something. So, I have it saved here somewhere. To me, this is what makes the most sense to do. Okay.
Dude, you should have brought a controller over. We could have played UFC.
I got an Xbox. I don't have a...
Don't you have a PlayStation 4 controller?
My brother does.
Oh, never mind. I don't have an extra controller.
I did think about stealing his shit the other day, and I was like, yeah. But look, like when you look at the UFC gloves are on the right, and the Pride gloves are on the left.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Why wouldn't you just wear Pride gloves? To me, it makes way more sense to just wear the Pride gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you have the extra padding on your hand. I don't know what that little thing's for, but, like, you could definitely do some sort of hybrid where you have, like, a mixture of the two gloves because it makes more sense to have your hands covered. And honestly, it's not like you can't submit people with those gloves.
You can. You probably have a lot of mobility with those.
Bro, when you look at who was in Pride, the Nogueira brothers, both of them, Shogun Rua, like, Nate Diaz, like, you had guys that were grapplers in Pride. So people
Nate
were like,
Diaz was in Pride.
Yeah, he fought once, got it overturned for weed, and then came to the and then
Talking about Nick
Force.
or
Nick, yeah.
Oh, okay, Nick. I was like, okay, that makes more sense that Nick was in Pride because he's a little older.
Nick being in Pride is hilarious.
Yeah.
Nick feeling like he can, the funniest thing about the whole story though about Nick smoking weed apparently before the fight. He said he did it before the fight, which is
nuts.
But the funniest thing about that story is that Pride encouraged steroid usage. But was like, weed?
What is this substance?
I was like, hold on. Like, they were like, oh man, if you're feeling small, if you need to get a little stronger, just use steroids. But like, like marijuana, they're like, no.
No, we
there's
can't
no
do
room
that.
for that in our sport.
We can't heal. We're not allowed to heal people.
It sounds bad, but that is like legit one of the things that I think about when I'm talking about moving to another country. I do check like, okay, is it like the first two things I check before, because this kind of determines how they treat black people. If you really think about it, is like, is it sunny and do they have weed there? Bro, when you look at places around the world with legalized weed that are sunny, South Africa's on that list.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Like, okay, it's like, all right, who's South Africa? Okay, cool, we're gonna be all right. Australia, all right, cool, we're all right, we're good.
It's all white people.
It is all white people, but I mean, the whole fucking world's all white people.
Yeah,
Africa.
Exactly.
And even most of Africa's all
That's
white.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like everything's south of like.
You want to plug that in?
Yeah. But most of Africa's white now. Like most things are white people, so it's like whatever. I was talking to my mom about that the other day, and I was like, what would it take you to get out of America? Like, cause me, I'm like an extra $100,000. Like,
yeah, money. Would
like for me
be the top
personally, it's
thing.
like, all right, man, I just
Dude,
gotta,
because I would move to the mountains of Albania for like a year straight. I would come back insanely huge. Not in a fat way. Like, I would come
just
back.
like looking like Habib.
Yeah. Well, a little bigger than Habib, because
Like a heavyweight Habib.
heavyweight Habib. Fedor.
That's terrifying.
Look like Fedor.
Fedor looks like, yo, that's the funny thing about a bunch of heavyweights. Like, Fedor looks like the nicest guy. Cormier looks like the nicest guy.
Mirko Krokop looks like kind of a nice guy.
Mirko Krokop will definitely kick you in your fucking face, though. Like that hit. Like, don't get twisted about Mirko Krokop.
What
his
was
name
his
is literally
saying?
Croatian cop.
What was his saying? Left leg hospital, right leg cemetery.
Yep. He's not wrong either.
No.
Like, I was rewatching some of his old fights, like even body kicks. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's scary, dude.
Dude get kicked to the body.
But
and
it's ironic how he got knocked out by a leg kick.
Pissed me off because we could have gotten. I see. Here's the thing about a bunch of UFC fights. I wish that I hate this idea of, well, we got to test this guy first. Like, no, you don't. You don't have to put Jake Shields up against fucking John Fitch. Just throw him right to the wolves.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted, like, looking back, it's good that we got, like, the Ben Askren versus Robbie Lawler thing. I hated it. I was like, why are we doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, immediately give him a title shot. Stop doing this dumb bullshit where.
And
like,
that fight was so stupid.
Right.
I mean, we can argue that Lawler was actually passed out, but we don't know.
I don't think it's what he was, but I personally would rather see Herb Dean stop it early than stop it late. That's how I feel about most referees.
No, of course.
About fights, though. I'd rather you stop it early and be like, damn it, I wish you would have stopped it, than stop it late and now some dude's got
brain damage. Yeah,
right.
Yep.
That's just me personally. That's kind of how I feel about it.
I agree. Because we do got to take into account that these are humans and
right.
They're hurting themselves.
Well, and I don't
like they're getting hurt by other people, and like that can really cause some lifelong problems.
Right. I don't like when people say that they're hurting. These people are going to hurt themselves for your entertainment.
Not hurt themselves. They're not hurting. They're hurting each other. Whatever.
And it's
you
not
get
even.
What I'm saying.
And the whole for your entertainment is kind of bullshit though, because if you've met fighters, they don't really care if they're entertaining you or not.
Yeah.
They
unless
enjoy,
they're Conor McGregor.
Even then, you enjoy fighting. Just say you enjoy fighting.
Yep.
Like, oh, we're doing this for the fans. No, you're not. You're not. You're doing this for you, which is completely okay. Like, I'm down that, like, I fuck with it that you want to fight because you enjoy fighting and you can fight as a professional.
Yeah.
And make money. That's fucking dope to me. But I hate when people are like, well, they're hurting themselves for your entertainment, so no, stop it. Like, don't. I hate when people say that shit.
Word.
Oh, so this was another thing I wanted to talk about. How far do you go when we say separate the art from the artist?
Now, if they're like extremely racist, or xenophobic or transphobic, do we separate it?
My thing that I noticed, because I thought about this with mostly, I finished The Last Dance a couple weeks ago.
Word.
And I realized that for me, separating the art from the artist is habits I disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me personally, like the drugs that I don't like I don't like I don't like cocaine. I think that that's super dangerous for a lot of people. I don't like cocaine. But
it is very dangerous.
I'm not going to stop listening to Weeknd because he talks about cocaine.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I support, like, I'm a Michael Jordan fan, even though he's a gambler. I personally don't, I think gambling's slippery. But I don't, just because Michael Jordan, like, he's a gambler. Like, okay, so he gambles, who cares?
Word.
That's kind of how I feel about it. And, like, there's certain, with sports, it's a lot easier for me because I'm sure there's a lot of people in basketball who are actually super not Black Lives Matter. But if you shut the fuck up, I'm probably not going to find out about it.
Just kind of like how Jordan said Republicans buy shoes too.
And I know that he does think that way. But I also think that that was kind of fucked up how they did him.
Yeah.
Because, and I was telling my dad, because my dad's like, man, I can't believe that Jordan didn't say anything about this black guy. I'm like, I can. Black people weren't saying shit until, like, I mean, of course you have Muhammad Ali and John Carlos and Tommy Smith and guys like that, but black people weren't saying shit like that until, like, Colin Kaepernick. Mm-hmm. It wasn't widespread is my point. Like, I know people were saying it, but, like, I'm not surprised at all that someone who's only 5 years into their career and who has one of the biggest shoe deals in the country, or one of the biggest shoe deals of all time, and is probably 26 at the time. I'm not surprised at all that he's not saying anything political.
Yeah.
Was it fucked up? Yeah.
Is that could really fuck up his image?
Yeah.
Because look at Kaepernick.
Right.
Like, Republicans hate him because of, and they hate Nike.
Well, and here's the thing: people are like, "Well, you're in Chicago. That doesn't mean shit."
Mm-hmm.
How many people voted for Trump in New York?
You'd be surprised.
That's what I'm saying. Because, like, sure, like, people keep thinking that these big cities are like they're. Don't get me wrong, they are better.
They're super progressive at the same time, but there's still those
depending
people.
Depending on where you are.
Exactly, like LA's progressive, New York's progressive, Chicago.
But only parts of LA.
Yeah, only.
You go to Little Armenia and places like that, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
You think Armenians are like super conservative. You think it's a coincidence that Kanye West marries into a family of Armenians and starts saying really conservative shit? It's not. If you know anything about California and if you know anything about LA and how Hollywood works, you wouldn't be surprised at all. Mm-hmm. Because on one hand, that's the craziest thing that people don't really get about, like, in the entertainment or the arts industry, is that the same person who sold her daughter's sex tape is the same person who doesn't want, who's like not cool with transsexuals. Mm-hmm. Like the same person that's, it's weird, and I get it. I get that it doesn't make sense, but like, and we have Travis Scott videos on the screen right now, but like, well, I mean the still, but you remember he had the transsexual model in there on the cover.
Yep. And
he took it off.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait a minute, bro. It's Joe Rogan. Dude, you're talking about drugs and DMT and all this and you were on Fear Factor and Girls Gone Wild, but all of a sudden it's weird to be transsexual. You made your whole career off of like barely legal girls and eating cockroaches, dude.
Yep.
But all of a sudden it's weird. Like, come on, dude, stop.
He's super conservative too.
He's super conservative.
You can tell just by what he says.
Except for drugs, and this is what I was thinking too. Like, maybe that's every time we're getting kind of political today. Don't worry, we have a really dumb topic that's gonna really tarnish our image here soon.
Word.
But no, like when you really look at a lot of these things, though, like maybe we need more than 2 political parties. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was listening to Arian Foster. He used to be a running back for the Texans. Mm-hmm. He's basically Black Joe Rogan. And I don't know why he's not podcasting, because his podcast was awesome. But he was talking about DMT and a bunch of stuff like that, and he considers himself a very liberal person but he doesn't know how he feels about abortion.
Okay.
And what he said directly, and this is kind of how I feel too. I respect a woman's right to choose, but I would not want to abort a child, which is completely. I'm like, yeah.
I get it.
To me, that's kind of how I feel too. Is that like ultimately it's her choice, but if I'm ever in that situation and she's like, "Hey, do you want to keep this baby?" Yeah.
I've never been put in that situation.
I've thought about it. I've think about all that shit though.
Well, like, I've been in, like, pregnancy scares and all that shit, but
Yeah.
never to the point where she's actually pregnant.
No, I've thought about it though because, and this was kind of unfair now that I think about it, but the first time, well, when I lost my virginity, it was raw.
Okay.
And so, like, looking back, I was like, holy shit. Because the girl I was with didn't really care, and she's like, well, it's not like I'm going to have a kid anyway, I'm fine. Like, you know, you can kind of do what you want, just...
That's what they all say.
Bro, and I didn't know, like, that was... Like, I kind of knew it was, like, that, okay. I didn't know, like, I was like, no, you listen to her, and, like, that's, you know, trust her. And now looking back, I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, holy shit, dude, relax. And so, like, now I'm like, no, we're not doing none of that shit. Like, we're, you know, and it's not, I'm really, really fortunate because I always, like, I was like team pull out, which I saw a comedian, he was like, yo, pulling out always works. Almost pulling out.
Yeah, almost pulling out is different.
But, I mean, it's, to me, and like, looking back, so I did think about it. I was like, damn, if I ever really fucked this up. Because when I broke up with her, I was, like, pretty much done. But I was like, yo, listen, you gotta be smarter about this next time. Like, you can't do stupid shit because you're lazy or bored or whatever. Like, you know, whatever. You can't do stupid shit. And so, we got back together for, like, a week. Basically, she just stayed stayed overnight for, like, a week. And then I cut it off after that. But, I was like, no, we can't be doing this the same way. Like, this is fucking stupid. Because, no, this is dumb. And then, the crazy thing is, she got pregnant, like, right after we broke up.
Of course.
So I was like, well, yeah, this will fucking happen. I was like, whatever. But if I ever was in that situation, my eventual choice was like, yo, listen, if it's up to me, I fucked up, if you want to call it that, where I'll raise the baby. But till then, I'm not putting myself in that fucking situation because fuck that. That's the easiest way to not be in a bad situation is not put yourself in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds really, really simple, but like, no, just don't put yourself in a fucked up situation. You probably won't be in one.
Sorry, I keep yawning. I've been up since 5.
Yeah, you gotta go to sleep soon. We've been off for, I'm gonna guess, 32 minutes.
No way.
I'm gonna guess 23.
Backwards, but it's okay.
Yeah. No, I've been 32. I think you're right though. I think it is the stress.
Definitely stress, man. Stress is what causes nightmares for me, at least. Like, heavy stress.
Yeah.
But I mean, with the medication and everything, I don't really remember my dreams like that.
My dreams have just been getting weirder.
I used to have, like, sleep paralysis and night terrors.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, sleep paralysis was crazy. I've had some stories of sleep paralysis. So I was sleeping on my side, and I was staring at the wall, and then there was a face coming closer and closer and closer and closer to me. And then I woke up, and I was just like, wait, what the fuck just happened? And then I went back to sleep.
What happens with me is that my dreams are like super... What am I leaning on?
Box.
That's a box.
It's all good.
My dreams are super, super vivid.
Yeah.
And so it's like...
Shit. Where the fuck did that come from?
Oh, no, I just stepped on it a little bit, and I was like, oh, shit.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. No, it was the kind of stepping on something where, like, you just feel it.
Where the fuck did it come from?
I actually don't know.
That's weird.
It was bent a little bit, so it probably just fell out.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, man, backwards. No, my dreams are super vivid. And so, like, I'll think that I'm awake, and then I'll realize I'm not awake because, like, no, dude, this, like, you wouldn't be talking to snakes on the way to work if you were awake.
Dude, okay, I remember a dream from the other night. I just remember that me and Nav were hanging out.
Seeing you.
Yeah, like, that was or I was calling Nav, and I was like, yo, what are you doing, type shit. It was weird. A weird-ass dream.
The worst is when you know that you're dreaming, but you can't do anything about it. And, like, because lucid is one thing.
Yeah.
But when you're, like dreaming, you're like, I'm not in Seattle right now.
Nah. Yeah. Or, like, I'm not back in Italy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Italy. I miss Italy a lot.
Gotta go. We gotta go to Europe. We gotta get out of America for a while.
Yeah, next year I'm traveling a lot.
We gotta get this vaccine fixed. Like, come out with this fucking vaccine so I can go do shit again.
Are you taking it?
Not if it comes from Russia.
Okay. Understandable.
I just saw a picture of a pool party music festival in Wuhan. Like, where the virus started. Like, they had a pool party, like, no masks. It was a music festival.
Of course.
And I was like, when y'all got the vaccine?
Yeah.
Pass that shit here.
Please.
Like, seeing that was like when you see a rapper on Instagram and he's like playing a song in the background and you're like, yo, is that new Kanye? And he's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, like what, yo, I ain't heard that before. Yeah, it ain't out yet. Oh shit, fuck.
Fuck. New Kanye is about to come out, apparently. New Travis, new Cudi, new everything.
ASAP says he's coming out with something soon.
Hell yeah.
We're probably getting new Cozy tapes too, huh?
Probably.
New Flatbush is coming out
Did
soon.
you like the Cozy Tape series?
I like the idea of the Cozy tape series.
Yeah, the idea was nice, but the execution wasn't.
Yeah, it's fine.
It wasn't that good.
It's fine. I don't expect that much out of it, to be honest. Like, I'm not expecting, like, Revenge. I see it as the same as Revenge of the Dreamers. I think Revenge of the Dreamers is a little bit better, but like, I don't think that any of those like crew albums are ever meant to be taken super seriously.
No, of course not. Especially with Revenge of the Dreamers. Like
Look
how many people they invited.
Yeah, like, and they're all like, all the songs like hit in their own way. But like, when you listen to Down Bad, like, they're not saying. I mean, it's not that they're not saying shit, but they're like, you can tell that they were just like, yo, I have this crazy beat. You want to go over it?
I just have one thing to say about Revenge of the Dreamers 2 or 3, whatever one it was. It's not memorable. For me, it wasn't. I've only listened to it once.
There's a lot of memorable songs.
Or twice. Once or twice I've listened to it. But
Down Bad,
I've never gotten back to it. I have to go back to it now.
There are songs that stick out to me.
Okay.
Mostly Down Bad and Sacrifices.
Alright. I gotta go back to it. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm probably just gonna listen to music all day and do nothing.
That's a good day.
Yeah. Play UFC all day.
Yeah, we were gonna get it, but Legend's like, I'm not paying $60 for that.
I got it for $55.
How?
I don't know. I went to Walmart and surprise, like the day after it came out, and it was just $55.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't want to get it yet. He's like, I'll wait till it goes on sale. And I was like, well, you know what? And this is why we were like kind of mad about it. It was like, we were big fans of the old UFC games on PS3.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I still have it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still play it like every now and then because the career mode is crazy too. Because this is actually one thing I was doing for a while. They don't give you the archetypes.
Mm-hmm.
They give you actual fighting styles to start with. So like, you can, I think it's boxing, Muay Thai, karate, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, judo, and I thought there was one more.
Kickboxing.
It's kickboxing. And so like, you would start out with one of those and you could pick one.
Yeah.
And then after you picked one, you could pick.
It's the same thing on this game on career mode.
But you could pick your. So you'd only get certain moves if you did that.
Yeah.
And then when you picked your gym, they were real gyms that would teach you different things.
Mm-hmm.
And each character, that's the one thing that really pissed me off about the new UFC games. Each character needs to have their own moves. Because in the old UFC games, every character had their own move. Like, it would say GSP's Superman Punch. And it was different than the regular Superman Punch.
Yep.
And I was like, holy shit, that's such a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could only get that Superman Punch if you went to Greg Jackson's. You could only get John Jones' reverse elbow if you went to Greg Jackson's. You could only get it by training with that person. Whereas now it's like, they don't have anybody special.
Mm-hmm.
which I kind of understood for the first one because you're just making a game. But I replayed UFC or EA Sports MMA, which came out in 2010. Bro, it's the same thing. Like you can learn, like you can go to Japan to learn judo from a real person. And I was like, damn, I really wish that they would have. But those licensing fees have got to be crazy.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if that's why, like looking back, I wonder if that's why THQ went under. Because like they got UFC licenses, they got every sponsor's license, you know, for the trunks.
Yeah.
They got like 6 different gyms license.
That's insane.
They got, and I was like, holy shit, that's kind of a lot actually.
Yeah.
I understand why they wouldn't do that. But it was crazy to like, because I had a boxer one time. Was it a boxer? No, I had a jiu-jitsu fighter that I took to AKA. And so he was a jiu-jitsu kickboxer. Unfucking stoppable, dude.
Damn.
That was my favorite part, was like figuring out like if you play 2K, that's why I want the next UFC to be like. You pick your martial art, like a real martial art. Like I want to pick a real martial art, and then based on my attributes, just like in 2K, that's when it gives me the archetype.
It's kind of how it is.
I saw some gameplay of it, and I was like, okay, that's really close to what I want.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, I was showing my brother, like, I was showing him 2K.
Because I picked kickboxer for my guy.
That's the best thing to do in UFC, in the EA version, because you can't submit with shit. It's so hard to submit people.
Nah, dude, it's so weird how to submit now. You have to like, it's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I don't know how you'd fix it.
After this, we'll play a little bit.
I don't know how you'd fix it, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm looking at. I'm like,
because no one takes that long to try and submit someone in real life. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
if you try to put someone in a Kimura or whatever, it doesn't take like 30 seconds for them.
Yeah, why don't you have a release submission button?
I don't know.
Because like there's sometimes where I'm like, hey, I don't want to be in this triangle choke for that long.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let me just release
My
it.
stamina is fucking.
Yeah, like why am I even?
Dude, I hate the stamina bar. Like, it goes down after like 3 punches. I hate it.
Is that because you have a fighter who just sucks right now, or is that?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, you have to like get your stamina up and all that stuff.
Because I bet when you're with the Diaz brother, you can just throw
oh my
day.
god,
like,
dude! Yeah, I haven't even played like.
Okay, if you've only done career, that makes sense. Yeah.
I've done career now, and I played a little bit of. I played. Who was it? My first one was Jorge Masvidal versus Kamaru Usman, and I was Jorge. I got my ass beat. I didn't know what I was doing, dude. I haven't played since 2010.
That's another thing too. Is that like, dog?
The gameplay is so much different.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you gotta do something every year. In my opinion, you gotta do something every year, because at least an update every year.
Yeah.
At least a character update every year. If you're not gonna release, I'm cool with the games not coming out every year. I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, by now with the patches and how everything works, I don't think you ever need to release a sequel again.
No, I don't think they're gonna come out the UFC 5 for a while, or UFC.
It should be like 4 years. It should.
Yeah.
You shouldn't come out with a new UFC game until probably the PS6.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
That's
like,
true.
You probably don't need to wait, because just release patches, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Add characters, take characters out. Everyone has the same moveset, so it's not that hard.
Facts.
But that's one reason why me and Lichen stopped playing the other one, is because like you had champions that weren't in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is Wei Li Zhang not in UFC 3? Like, that game came out like 4 years ago. You had time.
Yeah.
You know, like with 2K, I get why LaMelo Ball's not in 2K19. I get it. Or 2K20, I mean. But imagine if in 2K21, like, you still had, like, I don't know. If in 2K21, like, Zion wasn't in the game because he came in too late and they just never added him. You'd be like, what the fuck, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got signed after the draft. Sorry. I was like, you guys wouldn't do this for Madden, or if you guys don't do it for FIFA.
It's fucking stupid, dude. It's an easy thing to do too, just to update it.
Because all you would have to do, I think the longest thing would probably be, hey man, we need to take your pictures and your scans. That would be the longest thing. But I mean, I don't know, because when I play FIFA, right? When I play FIFA, I have FIFA 19 and they're still updating the rosters. Like, I have no plans on getting a new one. Because they did something weird, bro. Like, in FIFA, there are a certain amount of teams that don't have their real names. Because the club signed a deal with another video game maker. So like Juventus, who Ronaldo plays for, the most famous football player in the world. His team in FIFA, the biggest soccer game in the world, is not Juventus. It's
whatever it is.
It's like it's like football club and then like the name for black and white stripes. I was like, because I was playing and they didn't hit me. I was playing FIFA 19 and there's one team from Argentina that I play with. They're Boca Juniors, and they're from Buenos Aires. And so I like playing with them because they play like super fast. Like all they do is just like they play the fastest version of soccer. I'm like, fuck yeah! Like they're so much fun to play with. And so I was sitting there and I'm looking. I'm like, where's Boca? I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's a different league name because maybe it's not Argentina. Maybe I'm not in Argentina. Maybe I'm in like Chile or something like that. Whatever. So I'm looking. I'm like, Boca Juniors is not here. What the fuck is Boca? Like, I'm like, so I looked up. I'm like, yo, did they go under? I'm like, no, they're one of the biggest teams in the world. What happened to Boca? Finally look it up. They signed a deal with another publisher, and so none of the players and none of the team, like, they're just a slot and it just says Buenos Aires. I'm like, hold on, you can do that? Like, imagine if the Lakers were like, no, we're only on EA games. That's basically what happened. I'm like, wait, how the fuck can, like, you signed a deal with the whole league, like, how can you?
Yeah.
So I was like, the fuck? And so when
it's probably different with soccer, man.
I guess so. Because I was like, wait, but I thought, okay, fine, whatever. And then I was actually going to get the new FIFA because they have like a street soccer mode. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, that sounds dope. And then when I saw a thing about Juventus, I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm not playing with it. Like, I'm not playing a game against not Ronaldo and not like the best football player in the world. I'm not playing a game with, like, it'd be like if Tom Brady and the Patriots just weren't in Madden.
Yeah.
It would be like, oh, this is Boston. This is the Boston football team. And who's that? Bomb Trady. And you're like,
Bomb Trady.
I was like, the fuck is this shit? I'm like, nah, man, I got FIFA 19. I'll be good. I'll be alright. Like, when you guys get your shit together, I'll come back. But till then, stop doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about Scumbag Millionaire. We talked about. I really think that you could be a good designer for merch.
Oh, we haven't talked about this on the pod.
What?
Scumbag Millionaires and.
Yeah, that's something that I think that we need to, like. I don't know when we're gonna do it, but I feel like it'd be a really, really dope idea to like have a joint brand, mostly for clothes and shit, just because that we're both into clothes and just have something cool that we work on, like for both of us as a side hustle.
Yeah.
You know.
I love the name.
It's like I don't know why I thought about it. Just names pop in my head every now and then. I either write them as songs, or I just kind of keep them there. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it kind of fits Starving Artist and Reminiscent kind of well. Like I just feel like it's kind of a good in between. I don't know why.
Facts.
But yeah, that's gonna be our joint brand, Scumbag Millionaires.
I love it.
Slumdog Millionaire is still a hard name though. You know you named your movie title something dope when Jay-Z just made a song out of it. Probably never seen the movie.
I've seen the movie. I think I saw it once.
It's about like trivia or something, right?
When I was young. I don't even remember.
Because I was like, yo, Slumdog Millionaire? Like, yo, what is that like?
Yeah,
is that City of God? And then they're like...
It was something like he went on a game show and he won $1 million. Some shit like that. I don't know. I don't remember. See, it wasn't that memorable.
It might be good.
It might be. If I watch it now, it'd probably be really good. But when I was younger, I wanted like action and.
Because it's called Slumdog Millionaire. Yeah, you just wanted Brick Mansions.
Yeah.
Brick Mansions was dope.
Brick Mansions.
My favorite genre of movie is movies with the RZA in it.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
Go just check out, go look at RZA's filmography. He's in a bunch of fucking movies.
RZA.
Yo, no shout out to. Well, I don't know. I kind of don't want to say that. Shout out to AT&T, girl.
We'll just leave it at that. We're not gonna get into this.
Nah, I thought it was funny when we were outside talking about it. Now I'm like, nah.
Nah.
It's not.
We're not doing it. We're not in the misogynistic bag right now.
I stopped listening to Joe Budden, completely.
Really?
Yeah.
I still listen to him. You
know what hit me, dude? I was listening to Jesus and Mero. and they kind of give each other a hard time every now and then, but they're never mean to each other. And I feel like people on Joe, like I feel like Joe and his podcast are mean to each other all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that.
Oh no, for sure. I don't want to emulate them. I just listen to it because it's funny. That's my only reason why.
But like, even when he has like guests on the show, like he gives Vince a hard time a lot. Like, whereas when you watch Jesus and Mero, they're just so fucking happy to be like, yo, we work and do like this crazy shit.
Yeah.
And so like I was listening to it, I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that.
Because I don't think we've ever like I hope we never bust each other as hard as like Joe and Maul do.
Oh no.
Because there's sometimes I'm like,
Nah, I mean we crack jokes and shit, but we're not like going in on each other about personal stuff.
Yeah, there's
like,
sometimes I'm like, yo, this is a personal argument that you're having on the podcast.
On the pod that you shouldn't be having. You know? Yeah. I'm not that type of person. Like if I have a problem, I'll let you know off air.
Well, I told Legend too because I think Legend was nervous about doing the podcast, and I was like, oh, you know, that's it right there. That's where it fell out of.
Where?
The Cuddy poster.
Oh
right.
shit.
Yep, that's it. But no, me and Legend were talking, and I had something to do. I didn't tell you at the time, and I should have told you earlier, but I think it was like Legend's birthday or my mom's birthday, or we were doing something for somebody.
That shit's gonna fall out again.
And I didn't tell you, and I should have, but I like went to the store and got some stuff, and Legend's like, so like, are you not gonna do the podcast? Like, is that gonna be okay? Because I told him like, yo, I'm on a pretty tight schedule. And he's like, is it gonna be okay if you don't do the podcast? So like, are we gonna be good? And I saw you sitting on the stoop, and I was just like, yo, Thursday, and you were like, yeah, I'm kind of tired today too. I'm like, bet. Just went home.
Yeah, that's how it works, dude.
And he was like, that easy? That easy.
Well, no, I had stuff to do that night too, so I was like, shit, dude, I got to get this done. And then right after I'm done with the freaking podcast, that's why I wanted to do it early. Like, I had to go. So when you told me we're not doing it, I was just like a relief. I was like, oh, thank God. Like, get that shit done.
Right, because like every now and then that happens, man. Every now and then you're like,
well, yeah, I mean, fuck, it happens, bro. Like,
well, Thursday.
Yeah, last Thursday.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, just and like I think the funny thing with us is that we're so laid back that like I can't even be like, yo, just tell me beforehand. It's like, tell me before 6:15.
Yeah.
Like,
well, no, I try and be good and let you know like a few days before that I can't do
possible,
it.
but hey,
yeah.
shit happens. I'm not gonna,
exactly.
You know, I'm not gonna be, yo, Richard didn't tell me. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not that kind of person either. I don't really care that
especially much. Since most of the time it's because I'm either with my family. I'm with my family. You're with your family. You just got off work, so you're taking a nap.
Yeah,
I just got
exactly.
off work, so you know, like it's one of those things. So for us, like it's really easy. People overcomplicate shit, dude.
Facts.
People way overcomplicate shit. Nothing is as complicated as you. Well, I mean that's not true, but most things aren't as complicated as you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which. No shout out to people who read deeper into my jokes than they should. Shout out to people that read deeper into my jokes than they should.
So no shout out or shout out?
No shout out because I'm really sick of having to explain shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shout out because thank you for listening and knowing that my jokes aren't always jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean my jokes aren't jokes sometimes. They come off as jokes, but
I talked to 3 people this week. One person I'm still working on because she actually reached out and had legitimate questions.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't understand that racism is a thing, but she's asking about it, which is a step. Arm's length. You're not in the same circle that you used to be, sorry. Keeping you out here a little bit.
Facts.
One person I probably shouldn't have reached out to, but I did. And I cracked a silly joke because I was just kind of bored. And she took it a little bit further than I was comfortable with. And that had me questioning relationships. One person sent me a bunch of texts about why I need to relax about the relationships and what do I really, really want. And I kind of feel bad for blowing her off.
Damn, all these people listen to the pod? That's fucking dope.
It's possible. Hey, actually, let's see who's listening right now. I wonder who's on Twitch right now. We probably got the same, like, 2 viewers. Do you still wear tidy whities? Hi.
Hi.
Okay, hi. Hey, yo. Oh, God damn it. Shout out to you, one viewer. You still wear tidy whities is a hilarious name.
That is a funny name.
That's good shit. Oh, dude, I got the new podcast coming, or not the new podcast, the new playlist. It's going to be Kobe Bryant themed.
Hell yeah.
Because Kobe Bryant Day is on next Monday.
Yes. R.I.P. Kobe.
I'm excited because a lot of Drake and Future on there. I don't know why. There's a lot of Drake and Future. That's not why I'm excited. Like, I played mostly, like, older shit that, like, I played a decent mix. Like, I picked out a decent mix. But I found out that he also listened to the Halloween theme before every game. That's the most fucking Kobe Bryant thing ever, bro.
Like,
from
Michael Myers?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome because Michael Myers is like my favorite
that's the most fucking
slasher.
That is the most Kobe Bryant thing ever.
It's a good fucking piano.
He said that he did it that way he can get into the mindset of who he needed to be to win this game. And
you wanted to be Michael Myers?
Oh, like Michael fucking Myers.
Damn, he's killing people, literally.
Kobe Bryant might be the fit. No, he's up there. He's probably, looking back, he might be my number 2 favorite basketball player I've actually seen in my life. Like, Derrick Rose and Allen Iverson are up there too, but Derrick Rose, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant. You were never bored watching Kobe.
No.
Like, you were never bored watching any of those guys. All those guys, like, when they came on, you knew that you were going to get a show.
Mm-hmm.
I was never...
Especially Kobe.
I was never watching a Kobe game where I was just like, oh, man, I wish Kobe would do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never. And, again, that's people I mean, LeBron's kind of up there, too. You see him... when I saw him live, like... Shit kind of changed, but there's other players that like.
I want to see LeBron live before he retires.
You got like 10 years.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck. Another 10 years. This dude's not gonna stop.
Isn't he like 36, 37?
I don't know.
Hey Siri, how old is LeBron James?
LeBron James is 35 years old.
Word.
17 years.
He's already in the league for 17 years.
Came out when he was in high school.
Yeah. I think he'll retire by 38. No?
I can see him retiring by 40. I think he's going to spend 1 year with this kid.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think he's going to go 1 year with this kid.
With Bronny, yep. You think he's going to win it this year?
I didn't watch a Lakers game yet. I don't see who's beating them. Because fucking Milwaukee looks like shit. Philadelphia looks like shit. Toronto looks good. Toronto looks really good, actually. Toronto looks good. They said something crazy. Toronto is trying to go to the finals after losing their leading scorer for the 2nd year in a row.
Shit.
Toronto's a really good team. Toronto has no business being as good as they are.
That's true.
Like, Pascal Siakam really was like, okay, Kawhi's gone, my turn. That dude can play, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude can play. I've actually been really impressed by the Raptors. Because we all thought that they were done.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, man, they might make it in, it's like a 6 or 7 seed. Nah, 3.
Yep. They still want that shit, bro. They want to...
I wonder if they just need one more. I think that's the only thing. Like, do you just need that Kawhi? Do you just need that, like, as your last person to take over the top? Or is Pascal Siakam just that good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually not sure. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what the deal with that is. But, no, so, like, I don't know. One of my friends, I kind of want to read it, but I blew her off. And she does listen to the podcast. Oh shit, new Sparkmaster tape? Hell yeah. Cool. Let's check this out. She brings up a lot of good points, which is why I don't really want to talk to her. That's a lot of words, man.
That's really long.
No, you know how I knew that she was going to be right? She goes, okay, so after all that, I want you to just shh for a second and listen to me. You talk a lot, so listen to me. Yo, this is why I hate talking to chicks sometimes, man. There are chicks who talk to me like we're dating or they're my mom. And I've been single for 5 fucking years. Y'all need to chill. I have a lot of chicks who are like, alright, listen, so here's the thing. Oh, hold on. First of all, chill the fuck out with that tone. First of all, you gotta relax with that tone, miss.
Don't be hitting me with that.
No one pisses me off the sweetie. When I get the sweetie, that's...
Sweetie. I hate that shit. Don't hit me with the sweetie.
Okay, sweetie. Alright, listen.
Don't hit me with the sweetie. I hate that shit.
Listen, I'm not saying I'll fight you, but...
I will fight you.
I'll fight you, man. Like,
we can get it popping.
If you ever tell a chick that we can get it popping, I hope you get punched in the face. At Valley Bar, yo, we can get this popping right now. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, exactly. If some dude ever said we can get it popping, I'm slapping him in the face.
Yo, know what I just realized today? Tyler Hero is just JJ Redick if he listens to rap.
Oh man!
Like, because I was watching this game too, and I was like, there's some of it that's kind of swaggy. I was like, all right, that's kind of a nice crossover. But like, he's just if JJ Redick listen to Lil Baby.
Okay, I can see that. I like JJ Redick.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like him too. Because like JJ Redick, like I thought that he was a cornball, and then when he got the one sleeve tattoo, I'm like, all right, that's kind of sauce.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. And then when he said that that goofy shit to Zion, he's like, yo, we better make the playoffs this year. I have a streak that I'm trying to keep up. Did they make the playoffs? Did the Pelicans make?
I don't know. I have no clue, dude. I haven't been keeping up, to be honest with you.
Did the Pelicans make the playoffs?
Unfortunately for them, the Pelicans missed the playoffs this season.
Zion's a fucking bum.
It's so dick.
Zion's trash. Holy shit, they
Dude,
missed it.
The Suns, man. That's so heartbreaking. They went 8-0.
You know what, man? They did everything they're supposed to do. I'm actually really impressed by the Suns, and I'm glad they're still kind of trash, to be honest. You know why I'm glad they're trash?
Because they're going to get a good pick.
Fuck that. I don't give a shit about that. I'm a Bulls
okay.
fan. That means we got probably 2 more years of going to Suns games for cheap.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes. That's so true,
We
dude.
got like 2 more years.
Yeah, 2 more.
Because they're going to be like, yo, the Suns are looking like a 1 seed. I'm like, fuck.
Shit.
Well, there go $20 seats.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck. Can't watch LeBron for under $100.
Like, damn it, Devin Booker's good. Trade his ass. Trying to get these cheap seats.
That's what they would do, man. I really hope they don't trade him.
I don't see him going anywhere but with, what's his name? Because apparently him, Karl Anthony Towns, and, fuck, what is his name? D'Angelo Russell are, like, friends. I would actually really like to see that group together. I don't know where. Well, I mean Phoenix. It's never going to happen at Phoenix, though.
No.
Because they're not getting rid of DeAndre Ayton. I thought DeAndre Ayton was mad overrated, for real.
Really?
Like, first of all, you gotta stay on the fucking court. Like, can you not fucking smoke weed during the season? Actually, not even that. Can you not get caught smoking weed during the season?
Come on,
Do you
man.
know how many smoke shops we have here? Like, you know how many places sell fake piss?
That's so true.
Also, the NBA needs to stop testing for weed. I'm surprised they still do that, but...
Yeah. Just because of... It's all medical now, so it's like, what's the point?
I think that them testing for weed is one of those things that they just never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that anybody... When your league changes the name from owner to governor. My dad was like, let's be honest, man, is that really that much better? Because now that sounds like the governor of the plantation. I'm like, no, it's not much better. But
The governor.
It's a step.
That's disgusting.
It's better than owner. Because it was only gross hearing owner when players would be like, and my owner said. And I was like, you know, well, that's what my owner,
Doesn't sound good.
And to all the people who are like, well, they don't actually own the players. First of all, shut the fuck up. So, we know. Second of all,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, whatever, dude. Future can't wear skinny jeans anymore. That's not my rule.
What the fuck is that?
Oh shit! Did Legend contact you today?
No.
Oh, he should have. Okay, I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh, might be my dad.
We've been ringing the doorbell that way Gamba doesn't freak out, and you know, because we're trying to introduce him to like, no man, we might have good people coming over.
Yeah.
And now all he does is like look to see who's in the house, and then he freaks out. He's like, hold on, because like he did it today. Like my parents came home and they rang the doorbell, you know, and he looked at me and he was like, if you're home, who the fuck is that? You know, it's like he just checks and I'm like, man, this dog's too damn smart for his own good, man.
Shout out to Gamba, man.
Hey, shout out to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, and not for the reason y'all think. You had to watch that video, right?
I haven't seen the video yet.
Dog.
I heard the song.
Fam.
I think the song's good.
It sounds really good.
Yeah.
The clean version's hilarious because it's way worse.
Wet and gushy.
It's way worse.
Yeah.
But no, they went gold.
Already?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like, was part of that because of the video?
Maybe.
Probably. But who fucking cares? They went gold, dude. You know how fat? Dog, that was like a week.
Yeah. I think less than a week, dude. Might be.
Came out Friday, right?
Something like that.
Holy shit, yeah, that might have been like 3 days.
It didn't come out Friday. It came out like Wednesday.
Did it come out Wednesday?
Something like that. Or Tuesday or whatever.
It was fast. Point is, man, they went gold already, and that's crazy.
That is wild.
I mean, damn. This are... Is Cardi B a star yet?
She's been a star.
Is Megan a star yet?
Yeah. For sure.
She got that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that stupid argument on Joe Budden where they're talking about, is the baby a pop star? I hate that. I hate that argument.
He is a pop star.
Here's the thing, dude.
Actually, no, he's a rap star.
Right, thank you. He doesn't make pop music.
No.
And here's the thing. I feel like I've said this a lot before about Drake. Like, Drake is a pop rapper. You know who else was a pop rapper that I love? Nelly. You know who else was a pop rapper who's a legend? LL Cool J. It's not as bad as of a label as people think it is.
No, it's not. The baby doesn't make pop rap.
He gets close.
So?
He gets close.
So?
He gets close sometimes.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like the kind of flavors of rap that are really out right now is like just gritty flavors of rap. I feel like only the real flavors of rap that are really, really out right now are like straight up gritty. I'm doing cocaine, or no, I'm selling cocaine as I'm making this record, and there's a guy with a gun by the door in case the cops knock. Rap. Rock Marciano, Griselda, you know. And then there's Lyrical Miracle. I'm not really, you know, I either grew up next to the hood or I grew up in the hood, but I never really got out, you know, I'm more, you know, college than that. Logic, J. Cole, cats like that.
Kanye.
Or, yeah, Kanye, yeah. He's the guy who birthed that. Or just kind of like poppy, like this shit's going to be a radio smash rap. There's Drake, you know, and then we're kind of getting another one now where it's like kind of boy band rap with like Brockhampton and cats like that.
I'm not a fan of Brockhampton.
I found a better version of Brockhampton that you might like.
Who?
They just came out. They're called See You Soon.
See You Soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
And listen, we're not going to get this copyrighted. And if we do, then that means a lot of people are listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. We're getting close. Actually, we can probably put this on the big screen.
Fuck with the beat.
Yeah, right? There's 9 people in their group.
Jesus.
I like it.
Oh, that's the picture of the guys that you sent me.
Yeah.
I have that jersey, the Grizzly High jersey that he had on.
Oh, dude?
Yeah.
Is it Grizzly, the staple
It says,
company?
yeah, Grizzly High. Actually, I can't find it.
It flows though,
He's
like,
got a Home Depot fucking Letterman.
like I fuck with this dude. Like, I understand why people wouldn't like it, but this hits a lot of different genres, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Their album's pretty good too.
I gotta check him out. I like it.
It sounds like Brockhampton, but it sounds like a little bit grown up version of Brockhampton.
It's cool. Kind of all over the place right now, but
It's a little bit all over the place. That's the only thing that I can see that kind of hurting them, for lack of a better term. But I think that's for your first fucking album, dude. Come on,
yeah, it's not bad, man.
for your first album, like, and I mean, we're actually, this kind of brings in what we were talking about earlier. But like, you know, I'm a huge Flatbush fan. They're new. They're about to release a joint project that was made by James Blake.
Hmm.
So, or that produced by James Blake. I'm excited. Like, usually I'm like,
I was listening to their old ass mixtape. What the fuck is it called? The one
Better
with-
Off Dead?
Better Off Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my shit.
that's my shit, bro. I fuck with that mixtape heavy.
They just came out with the Tiny Desk where they're in the crib. They got an acoustic
I listened to
band
the
behind them.
EP, that EP that they dropped,
Yeah,
or
it's good.
LP, whatever.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's good. The only thing, I mean, it's not traditional Flatbush Zombie, but this is exactly what I'm saying about certain albums should be EPs. I would have been kind of pissed if that was a Flatbush album. I would have been like, okay, listen, I love that you're doing this, but where's all the mosh pit songs? Where's all the songs? You know?
Yeah.
But when
Where's
you
Palm Trees, bitch?
yeah, where are the songs that are straight up mosh pitting, moshing about weed? But I mean, the reason why I fuck with that so hard is because like you tested a new sound, you gave it to us for free. You're like, listen, here's 5 songs. Let me know if you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like this shit? No, yes, okay, cool. And that's why I think that some albums like 808s and Heartbreak, I think would have been received way better if it was a mixtape.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
Because I think somebody just said that, some rapper who said some dumb shit. He was like, nobody has 5 classic albums. I'm like, no, there's like, I named 5 people off the top that have 5 classic albums.
Who are those 5?
Outkast, Kanye, The Roots. Oh no, I had 4. Outkast, Kanye, The Roots, Jay-Z.
Facts.
One dude
Can't
said
argue
Drake
that
and
at
one dude
all.
said Nas. I was like,
I don't know about Drake. I don't know about Nas.
I'm not a Drake fan. I'll give Drake 3.
Yeah, I'll give Nas maybe.
I'll give
him
Drake
5.
I'll give Drake Take Care for sure. I almost said Thank Me
If you're
Later.
reading this, it's too late.
I didn't listen to it, so I don't know, but from what I've heard, yeah,
You
that's
should
classic.
listen to it. It's pretty fucking good.
I
I remember buying it. I bought that album.
Yeah, Take Care. What's the other one? I thought Nothing Was the Same, but that's actually
Nothing
not
was
as
the
good as I
same as a
thought.
fucking great album.
It is.
That intro is insane, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the last album that I thought was good by him. But we've been over this. He's not an album rapper.
Yeah.
He makes singles, and he makes them once. He makes on average one song a month, which is nuts. That he is making a song a month. Like he makes I charted it out for an article. He makes 14 songs a year.
Yeah.
Which basically tells me one song a month, and then 2 extras during the summer.
Yep.
I'm not mad at that.
Mm-mm.
Realizing that he wasn't an album rapper kind of like changed my perspective on him, because I was like, oh, okay, now I get it now. I understand his appeal. But no, like the Roots for sure. The Roots just fucking half their shit is classic. Outkast for sure. Well, 5 I'm not sure actually. Now I gotta think about it. So then playlist of Cadillac Music, Aquemini, Speakerbox and Love Below. ATLian, Stickonian, yeah, so 5. I mean, they only made 6 albums, but
yeah, exactly.
shit, I didn't realize how like they hit back to back to back to back to back.
I listened to Stankonia the other night.
I was listening to Aquemini the other night.
I've been listening to a lot of chopped and screwed music. That doesn't come to surprise to a lot of people because I talked about it a lot.
Yeah, you've been really on your Don Toliver shit.
Not just Don Toliver. I've been listening to Snow Allegra, Chopped and Screwed. Insane. I will send it to you if you have SoundCloud. OG Ron C and freaking DJ Candlestick did that one too.
Shout out to Snow Allegra.
Shout out to OG Ron C and DJ Candlestick too.
Speaking of Snow Allegra and people who don't get enough credit, fucking Vince Staples doesn't get enough credit.
No.
Y'all need to stop sleeping on fucking Vince.
Facts.
Yeah, but I mean, we will talk about Scumbag Millionaire. That's gonna be a side project for both of us. Like both of us are gonna work on it.
Yep.
As a side project, so that'll be a lot of fun.
I have some ideas already.
Me too. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be just fine. Oh shit! Because I've been really on my I've just been thinking. I've been on my soccer jersey shit.
Yeah.
Like I just bought 2 more.
Word.
So like if we could find a way to do a badass soccer, I'm wearing a fucking soccer jersey. But the only issue I have with soccer jerseys is the big ass sponsor in the middle. But like only if they're shitty sponsors. Like I don't give a fuck about Hyundai.
Yeah.
But like the Milan one that I got, that Emirates goes hard. I don't know why, but it says Fly Emirates on it. I'm like, alright, that's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
But you got anything else, man? We hit an hour finally.
Reminiscent.com.
How much more stock you got?
Same shit. Not a lot of stuff.
Yo, sell my homie shit, man. Yo, buy my homie shit, man. Buy it so we can come out with this.
Bless you.
It's not the Rona. Can you sneeze with the Rona? Probably.
Probably. I don't know.
It's because
Every time I sneeze, I just say Corona.
it's because I was at a vet office earlier. Listen, buy my homie shit. All right, we're coming out with he's coming out with this new line. Also, we would like to announce it here first, and I'll put it up on Instagram later and Twitter. I gotta get on my Twitter. I hate Twitter.
So do I.
I get on so many fucking arguments on Twitter because I don't know how to shut up. But no. So actually, are you down before I say this with the thing that we were talking about earlier about for the new artists?
Yeah.
Cool. So starting immediately, I guess. If you guys need website design and if you guys need merch design, come to us because we're offering that as a bundle now. We'll figure out pricing. I mean, for me, it'll probably be. I've been doing websites for about $100 a pop. For you, it's probably what enough to cover the cost. I don't know. I don't want to give out your prices.
Well, just designs. I will figure that out.
We'll figure
out the
it
price.
out. But hey, if you do need any sort of help, let us know. That way, you know, I feel like that is the best way that we can really start, like You're about to get your ass kicked by Francis Ngannou.
No, I am Francis Ngannou.
Oh, you're about to. No, but I feel like that's the best way for us to really get on our like starving artist shit and really help people is to go ahead and get that started. So we'll go over that more. I'll probably put something on the website very, very soon about it. But all right, I think that's all for me. That's all for Rich. Peace out. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives always matter.
Yes.
We still haven't arrested the cops that killed Breonna Taylor.
And
fucking vote this year.
Yes, please vote.
Listen, and honestly, man, at this point, I don't want to say I don't care who you're voting for because we've made it really clear on how we feel.
Who we don't like.
Yeah, I feel like we've made that abundantly clear. But go out and vote. Don't ever let people take away your right to vote. Here's the plan. Get your mail-in ballot, sign it out, do whatever you got to do to it, and then drop it off. That's the move now. Drop that shit off at the nearest polling station that takes it.
Yep.
That way you don't have to mail it in. You can drop it off. You know it's being counted. Do that. And you don't have to be out just standing next to the people. So, all right. For Reminiscent Richie, this is Brave and the Grown Up Kid. Peace out.
Deuces.
Later.